if you're like me who has tried not every, but many kinds of chemical sunscreens, different formulations, different brand, tinted, non-tinted, with the hope that it will delay the signs of aging, which is loss of collagen and elasticity. I'll not get a tan, and also not seeing those dark spots, those freckles and hyperpigmentation. Only to see those stubborn dark spots still appearing. Then this video and this series is for you. And I'm about to tell you why I switched from chemical sunscreen to physical sunscreen at 40. And whether this Cetaphil option is worth your precious morning routine time when you are juggling family, work and everything in between. Hey you beautiful souls, welcome back to my channel. I'm Neha, and if you're new here, I make content specifically for Indian women living abroad who are navigating skincare in different climates while managing their super busy lives. Today we are diving into my second mineral sunscreen review, the Cetaphil Sun 50 Sheer Mineral Face Liquid Sunscreen. And before we start, let me ask you this. How many of you have been religious about sunscreens for years, yet you still notice hyperpigmentation creeping in? Please drop a comment below, because I really want to know that I'm not in this struggle alone. So here is my story. I have been using chemical sunscreens consistently for over 10 years. I thought I was doing everything right, but recently I started noticing hyperpigmentation, especially after moving to this humid climate. Sound familiar? During my research, yes, I went down the Google rabbit hole at 2 a.m. like we all do. I discovered that dermatologists actually recommend physical sunscreens over chemical sunscreens if you're dealing with hyperpigmentation. And as someone who's about to turn 40, I realized it's time to be more intentional of what I put on my skin. Now I know what you're thinking, physical sunscreen, and what about the white cast? Trust me, as a brown girl, it's a challenge to find a physical sunscreen that does not leave a white cast, or that does not make me look ashy. But let me tell you why this one might surprise you. So let's talk about what makes this Cetaphil sunscreen so special. It's SPF 50, broad spectrum, and is specifically formulated for sensitive skin, which I feel is perfect for those of us dealing with hormonal changes in our 40s, or maybe dealing with stress breakouts from managing work and family. Now, one thing that especially caught my attention here was the Microbiome-gentle claim. Now, if you watched my previous video where I talk about the skin microbiome and how it changes, when you move countries, you will know it's actually huge. And if you haven't seen it, it's linked up here in the cards. Studies have found that the traditional sunscreen ingredients like zinc oxide or titanium dioxide can have the antimicrobial properties that may reduce the diversity of our skin microbiome. However, newer research published in 2023 showed that properly formulated sunscreens can actually preserve the skin microbiome upon UV exposure, protecting beneficial bacteria like L. crispatus. I hope I'm pronouncing it correct. So what Microbiome-gentle would actually mean that this sunscreen would not disrupt the diversity of the good bacteria on your skin that literally help maintain your skin barrier. Think of it as keeping your skin's natural ecosystem happy while your skin at the same time is protected from the UV damage. And this piece is especially important for people with sensitive skin, as the skin gets reactive with any minor change, or if you're dealing with those hormonal changes, we all need that natural skin protection that we can get. It also claims to be water resistant for up to 80 minutes, which means it's perfect for those school pickups or weekend family outing when you are sweating but you still need sun protection. And here is something I love, that it's designed to work under makeup. Because let's be real, most of us are doing our skincare while we are mentally preparing ourselves for the next video call maybe, or the school lunches maybe, or the activities you're planning to go to with your kids. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room, the white cast. I'm not going to lie to you. Today I used this sunscreen in the morning. It's been, what is the time right now? Okay, it's 2:12. I applied it at around 11:30. And this is how my skin looks. I haven't used any foundation today. I just did my brows and put a tint on my lips, and that's it. So right now, I don't see any white cast on my face. Not even on my necklines. Usually, if there is actually it's here. I see something over here. Okay. Maybe very slight. Okay, I see something over here. So if I just rub it off, okay, it's gone. But on my face, under eyes, I don't know. To me, it does not look like any white cast. Let me know in the comments if you think otherwise. But it does leave a white cast initially. But as I said, it's manageable. Like what you see here after 2 hours. Of course, on a busy day, you won't wait for 2 hours for it to settle down. This has a really watery texture. I'm using 3 fingerfuls total for my face and neck. I start with 2 fingerfuls at first. Goes on completely white at first. You see that? So I let it sit for about 30 seconds or a little more before blending it in. I find it blends much better this way. Now here is something interesting about fluid sunscreens. You may think the standard 2-finger rule applies to every kind of formulation, but it is actually not so. Research shows that the standard 2 milligrams per centimeter square recommendation might need adjustment based on texture. Studies indicate that people typically apply only 0.8 milligram per centimeter square in real life, which is why some chemists now recommend 3 fingers of product for thinner formulations to ensure adequate coverage. After waiting a minute, I'm applying my second layer. So you see how first layer looks. It looks nowhere close to what it looks like after 2.5 hours. I'm going to apply my second layer now. Just 1 fingerful this time. You might notice some white residue getting caught in the textured areas of my lips. And if you look really closely, there are tiny white particles throughout, like these ones on the neck. And even while application, there was something that was constantly, like small particles I was feeling on my fingers that I constantly was getting rid of, just so you know. But from a distance, you won't notice them, but I want to be completely transparent about what you are seeing. This is right after application, and here is how it looks after 1 hour. You can see there is a subtle difference. It does settle and the white cast diminishes somewhat, but it doesn't disappear completely. But after 2 or 3 hours, you get a finish like this. It is not ashy at all. But is it perfect? No. If I look very closely, I see like very faint white patches on my skin. I'm not too sure if you could see that. But it's only noticeable because I am, looking that close in the mirror. And I feel with this kind of finish, you can go about your day without feeling like you are wearing a white mask. Absolutely, I have worn this to grocery runs, family gatherings, and even on video calls, and it works. The texture is surprisingly lightweight for a mineral sunscreen. I did not expect it to be like this actually. It doesn't feel heavy or greasy, which is crucial when you are living in a high humidity region. So who is this sunscreen perfect for? I think this is ideal for, us like brown skinned people, Indian women who are in their 30s and 40s, who might be dealing with, sensitive skin or recent breakouts, maybe from stress, hormonal changes, or adjusting to a new climate. And second, I think if you are someone like me who works from home or in tech, spending long hours in front of the screen, yes, you still need sunscreen. Blue light protection is a bonus, and it is super lightweight that you will not feel weighed down even during long working hours. Third, if you are a mom juggling school runs, weekend activities and family times, the water resistance means that you are covered through the playground activities, the soccer time, or if you want to spend your day by the pool with the kids. And finally, if you're someone who's noticed hyperpigmentation creeping in, despite being diligent about chemical sunscreen, you should give it a try. So here is my honest take. I wouldn't say that this is the most elegant sunscreen that I've ever used, but for a physical sunscreen, I think it's pretty good because outside of being reliable, it's Cetaphil, right? It's Cetaphil. It's the brand that we all love. It's gentle and it actually works for our skin tone with a bit of patience. Is it perfect? No. But is it a solid choice for brown girls who want to try a physical sunscreen without breaking the bank or dealing with extreme white cast? Yes. If you're dealing with hyperpigmentation, have sensitive skin, or just want to make the switch to mineral sunscreen, this could be worth trying. It's available at most of the drugstores and it's very reasonably priced. Actually, at this point, I would love to hear from you. Are you team chemical or team mineral? Have you noticed hyperpigmentation despite regular sunscreen use? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe if you want more honest reviews from someone who gets the struggle of maintaining a good skin while managing the real life chaos. Between next week, I will be reviewing another physical sunscreen and hopefully, it solves our white cast problem. Let's hope. So make sure to hit that notification bell. Until then, stay tuned, stay curious, and stay beautiful.